Everybody knows that Benjamin Franklin was a famous author, but did you know that the first thing that Benjamin Franklin tried to publish were poems? Back when he was a very young apprentice to his older brother in the printing business, he wanted to test out his writing skills. He brought up the idea of writing poetry to his older brother, who didn't object because poems at the time could be sold on the streets for profit. At that time, printers were always looking for ways to make more money, and publishing original works of writing was one of them. Ben did this because he wanted to give himself a little bit of extra pocket money, since he didn't make any money formally as an apprentice and only managed to have any pocket money at all by making his own food rather than buying meals at the boarding house nearby with the money his brother provided for him. One of the poems that Franklin wrote about was Blackbeard the Pirate. Another one was about a recent event that happened around town. And actually, both of these poems were pretty popular around town at the time. But when Ben's father Josiah got wind of this, he wasn't very fond of the idea of Ben being a poet. "There's no money in it," he said. It's ironic that even back then parents were telling their children not to be poets for financial reasons. So Ben turned his attention to more profitable ventures, like essays, papers on interesting subjects for the local papers at the time. Although Franklin didn't give up on his love for poetry altogether. Several years later, when his fortunes were more secure and he was his own boss, he'd often publish poems from local poets in his well-known publication Poor Richard's Almanac.